said, I originated in Boston, and then I moved to Los Angeles when I was 18 to become a makeup artist. And it wasn't
You have
easy
a
to.
microphone on?
What's that?
You have your microphone?
Oh, no, I don't. What do you want me to? Do you want me to put it exactly where? Do you know where to put this?
This is good.
That'll work.
Out of the way.
I'll try not to trip on it.
Yeah.
I'll put it in my pocket. So then, back in those days, they didn't have a school. This is about 37 years ago. But what they did have is a couple of effects studios. And they says, if you come work for us for nothing, you become an intern, and they gave you an education. Now you can go to college. Like there's a few of them all over the country. I don't know if you've seen Face Off. Have any of you seen that? So a lot of those guys have come out of college, makeup college. There's one in Pennsylvania. There's one in couple in New York, and a few in Los Angeles. And there might be others. There's a couple in Canada too, I believe. So they normally, if you want to learn, you go to college, and then you would have to do like an intern to learn how to do film, because doing stuff for the film is a little more complicated, and plus sometimes they're always in a hurry. Like, how much longer is it going to be? 2 minutes or what? So first I'm going to need someone that would be willing to be a partner. Oh, look at this. Okay, so you don't mind having this on you, right?
No, I don't mind.
You sure? Okay. Oh, geez, I don't know. I'll tell you what. I'll do some on you, and I'll do some on you. How's that?
Okay.
So let's start with you. Come up here. Do you need a ladder to get into my chair?
I can step on that thing.
Yeah. Now, these chairs are what they used to do the makeup in. I don't know if they do it anymore, but this chair's had a lot of famous butts in it. Well, I don't think you'd know them because that's 100 years ago. Just to give you an idea of what these prosthetics are made out of, because this is kind of like a demo class. First, what I do is I sculpt them in a clay. Let me get something to get it out of there for. Then I make molds. You see the sculpts in there? I'll show you guys. I sculpt these in clay. This is for bags above the eye, and this is a gunshot wound. Just pass that around, and then I'll show you the molds that come through that. And these are the molds. You can pass those around so they can see. These are silicone molds. And the pieces, if you can see in the light, they're made of encapsulated silicone. And what that is, it's silicone in between two pieces of plastic. Because silicone itself doesn't stick to anything. It might stick for a little while, but it's not going to stay that while. So we have to encapsulate it. And then like when we put it on, we melt off these edges. I don't know if you can see that. There's a thin edge right there, and we melt that off, and it blends into the skin, which I'm going to show you how we do that. Then there's another one called, these are a different prosthetic. Similar thing, I sculpt it. I make the molds. But this, you see how thin it is? This is a bite for the neck, like a vampire bite. And this is called the 3D transfer. Have you ever had a transfer put on, a tattoo?
No.
They put it on you and then they peel up and you can keep it for a week. You've never had one of
Oh,
those?
yeah, one time.
This is the same way, but these are three-dimensional. And the makeup artist that invented these was named Christian Tingsley, and he won an Academy Award for it for a movie called Passions of the Christ. He had to put lacerations all over the actor and everything. These are waterproof. Unlike, the silicone ones are not waterproof, but these ones are waterproof, and they'll stay on for 20, 30 hours. And on a long set, you really need the stuff to stay on all day, not just for the night. Sometimes we work really strange hours. So those are the transfers to what we're going to put on first. Let's see here. How about, you see what that is?
No.
It's rotted skin. Rotted zombie skin.
Do it right here.
What do you think? Let's see. Does she have enough cheek? Let's see here. Yeah, let's do it here. Okay. So how we prepare these are the transfers. So we're doing two types of prosthetics today, transfers and silicone. And the transfer has, which is called water slide paper, and I'm going to glue this upside down just like that. And then you'll see, these are pretty cool. I think anyone can apply these. Making them is a little complicated. And the glues that we use, all different types of glues. This is a medical adhesive called Prozade. It was invented during Second World War by a doctor to seal up wounds on the battlefield. And what I do is I paint a thin layer all over the whole thing. I think I'm going to use a sponge for this one. And we put the glue very thinly over the top. Normally I prepare these before the actor sits in the chair, but since this is a demonstration so you understand how they are, this way because they're always in a hurry. How much longer is it going to take? Then that glue we let dry. But to speed up I want a little more. To speed up, we use a nifty old blow dryer. And you don't want to drop this on the floor because if it does, it will stick to that carpet and you won't get it off. Well, it'll ruin, you can replace the carpet. This glue, when it's dry, it dries clear. And that's how we know when it's dry. I'm going to wear my stronger glasses for this one. It's a bummer getting old. Oh, now I can see it. That's better. If it's not dry, it won't stick to this water slide paper. Almost there. There's two sides to water slide paper. Can you see the shiny side? I don't know if you see it shiny? That's the side we want to stick it on, not this dry side. And we do it like this. We stick it just like that, upside down. And then we're going to remove this piece of plastic, and this glue is going to stick right on your skin. But before we do that, we're going to clean that area. This just gets any makeup. You're wearing makeup?
No, I don't wear makeup.
Not yet, huh?
No.
This just takes the oil. Yeah, this is an astringent. This so the prosthetic will stick even better. Then we take, this is alcohol, not the kind you drink. Now I'm going to separate this off of the paper. This can be a little complicated, but I use a little alcohol as a release. And this plastic piece we take and we throw it away.
Okay, that looks.
Now that's very, very sticky. Now this prosthetic is made with this same glue, but I thicken it up, and it's a process. It takes a week to dry.
Whoa.
So then we'll need some water, some paper towel. Are you ready for your prosthetic?
Okay.
And so I can see I'm going to do right like that. Then we take, this might be a little cold, just water. You could use a sponge, just like you're putting on one of those temporary tattoos. And you make this all wet. Are you freezing yet? I think we're almost there. Now don't squint your face or anything yet, because now I'm going to blend the edges. You can turn your head this way with a little alcohol, and this is what makes these prosthetics almost invisible. Yeah, this alcohol dissolved. This is a 99% alcohol. Alcohol is like a main thing I use in my case. And turn your head towards me. And sometimes you just look for if you can still see the little piece there I don't like. So I'll use a cotton swab with some alcohol. And then it's real sticky, so I'm going to lightly powder it. I think I'll use this one. You can touch it. You want to touch it? Doesn't it feel like now it's a part of you for the rest of your life?
It does.
It will in maybe 6 to 8 weeks. Just kidding. No. No, I'm exaggerating. Just a little water to.
Like, I do not want to go to school with this.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to blend that into her skin color. I wear gloves just because the makeup that I use is this way I can switch out my gloves for the next makeup. And what these are, this is the hottest thing in Hollywood the last 5 or 6 years, if I can get it open. These are, it looks like water. Have you ever done watercolors? It looks like watercolors. These are called alcohol palettes. And they come in all different colors. This is waterproof. See, there's a blood, not a blood, but a red color. These are veins. This would be good for veins. These are all flesh tones you could match. And the only thing that activates this is the alcohol. And the only thing that will take that off is the alcohol. So that means even if it rains, it stays on, which is, it's really important that you have that in the, and again, I take I take a chip brush and I cut them at an angle. And then what I'm going to be doing is tiny little dots, not painting, but tiny little speckles of dots onto it, and you'll see it blending in with her skin tone. I'll do a skin tone first, and then I'm going to fill this in with some bloods and that kind of stuff. And then you can say, whoo.
My mom's gonna freak out.
Yeah, don't you love it?
Yeah. I was gonna think like, oh no, there's a reaction.
So to activate these, I use the alcohol. A little different than watercolors. And just close your eyes. It's a little squirty.
I couldn't tell.
I'll try not to block you. And then I kind of mix it to where I think, at least it works in this light. And it dries like in 10 seconds or less. I see a little mark there. We use this technique all the time. We just finished a movie out in Western Mass called The Man That Killed Hitler and Then the Bigfoot, starring Sam Elliott and Aidan Turner. Is it? That's a good name. I think Sam would appreciate that. Of course, he's old enough to be my father. He'd be old enough to be your great-granddaddy. But he kills Bigfoot. Well, it's kind of really sad. It's very sad. Did I tell you could breathe? Oh, sorry. Sometimes I forget to tell them, don't breathe, and then they pass out.
I can breathe.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Why would I not breathe?
Well, because this alcohol stinks. That's probably.
I'm used to it.
I'm not going to be worried about the inside. Then I'm going to I have these in different colors. These are very cheap. You buy them at Home Depot for like very little money.
I've never worn makeup in my life.
Well, and this makeup's a little different
I know.
because it's theatrical makeup. I'm going to add a little red in there.
Good.
Now, we prefer doing people who are older that their skin is not too perfect. And of course, her skin is perfect because you haven't lived long enough to ruin it like the rest of us have.
That's a compliment.
Yes, it's a great compliment. So, I'll do a little more on the flesh. It's a messy job, but someone's got to do it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do it. I'm terrible at makeup anyway.
I don't particularly like beauty makeup, but I do it because it's just part of the. Now, if she was an older person, we would put see these little dots here?
Yeah.
These are caused by too much sun. They're called sunspots, liver spots. And we like doing older people because they have them and we can blend something perfectly. But I'm going to put just a couple of these. Not too strong. You can't even see them. With high definition in television and in the theaters, we have to be really careful.
I've always wanted one of these chairs.
You did?
They're like,
I've slept in those chairs on long days.
how do you sleep sitting down?
It's real easy to do. So now what I'm going to do is
Blood.
certain bloods. Yes, right. There's many, I have like 30 different types of bloods that I use. The bright blood would be fresh blood. The dark blood here would be good for probably something like that. We'll try dark blood. Scars. Well, scars, they were bloody at one time, but as they get old, they just have a purpley color, which I'm going to show you some of that later. Now this type of blood will stay the whole day. It dries.
I can't wait when my mom freaks out.
Mm-hmm.
You should tell her, like, yeah, he removed it and all. Nothing stayed on. No, I'm just gonna come in and scare her.
This is like a diseased skin. Life's tough. Many times though, so we don't have a rough edge here. And this,
Oh, it's waterproof.
that's it.
I like to read.
Oh, you're reading that off the bottle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say that they just want something that looks like a diseased skin. That would be it. You want to see yourself? Take a look. You can hold it. You can hold it. Isn't it lovely?
It's disgusting.
I think it's beautiful. So now,
I like it.
you have a seat, and let me do something on her, and I'll keep bringing you back up to show you different things, okay? And you can walk around. You can go show your face to everyone. Go show them how beautiful you are. So they can see basically what that is. So that was the transfer for four. Do you want a vampire bite?
Yes.
You should take that off. And turn your head that way. And just relax about like that. How about, let's see on this side, turn your head this way. This may be better for everyone to see. Let's do it there. We're going to do this the same way. We're going to put the glue on it. And it kind of looks like a happy face, doesn't it? People say, that's a happy face. It says, not for long.
Then you vampire, then you die.
Or you become a vampire. How about that?
No, you die because there are no more humans, so you can't suck the blood out of them.
Well,
And
then
bloodlust.
that would definitely be a
Eat your own.
that would definitely be the problem. Yep. So we got the glue on. This one's sharp. My life's full of glues, paints, and
Alcohol.
yeah.
How many times?
But I don't have a problem with it. Really, I don't. That was good timing on you. You should do stand-up comedy.
How many times do you spill the blood on your shirt?
Oh, I go home with a lot of. So I've got the glue on there. I get it on the chair, I get it on everywhere. I'm not doing a lot of drippy blood because it's such a beautiful place. But sometimes I'll show how we do blood splatter. Keeping it clean. Almost. Oop, see how it sticks to me? Whoop. Some days, if I'm working on a film, we put one of these on an actor every single day, maybe for 3 months. And then he was out in the sun and everything, it leaves a sunburn. So you always know where to put it the next day. Like I had to put this scar on this one guy here for like 3 weeks. And finally, the sun started, you could see right where it went. That's almost there. This is glue upon glue upon glue. These particular ones here, after I sculpt and make a mold, then I take the same glue here and I whip it up to like cream. I'm removing the moisture. And then I put it inside the mold, that mold, and then I put that plastic that's acetate on top of it, and I squeegee off the excess, and then it's put into a freezer for a couple of hours. Then I take it out, and then it's put into a dehydrator for like a week. It's a big process. You can buy some of these things at Halloween stores, but of course they're not custom, but they're good enough for that. It's pretty simple to apply. They're just complicated to make. So the man that invented these, he sells them in most of the Halloween stores now. So now we're going to put it on. Which side am I going to put it on?
Shiny.
Ah, yes, you have good memory. And we go like this. We don't want to squeeze too hard because we could crush this prosthetic. How? How did you cause that? When I'm putting these on, I always wonder, how did that happen? Why did it happen? How long has it been there? And who did it?
You.
So let's,
You're guilty.
guilty as charged. But not me as a makeup artist, but in a story, like when you're watching a TV show or something like that. You go, why is it, what's the story behind it? I have to know all that stuff when I meet directors. I have to know why. Oh, I was going to put it in the same place I put hers. Sorry.
Reason or curiosity?
The what?
Specific reason or curiosity?
Specific reason, because I have to know how old it is. I have to know how it got there. Like what was the injury, so I can make it look as real as possible. Now, more alcohol. And take the plastic off.
He's so scared.
Are you ready? Are you ready to be bitten? So I make
You
blah,
did it wrong.
blah, blah, blah. That was very good. I see if you,
That's better.
I'm going to make a little happy face so I know I don't put it on upside down because it looks like the vampire might have really screwed up there. Okay, here we go. This might be a little scratchy just until I... Let me get some wet towels. You can hold that until you... Don't look at it yet. It doesn't look like anything.
It's just a paper with a smiley face on it.
Yeah.
Scary. Why is that supposed to be scary?
Cold, huh? Now, a little more.
I can actually see what you're doing.
Good.
And I couldn't.
Sorry, I was a little late with the mirror. Hope you forgive me.
Nice and hideous.
Oh my goodness.
A little more. You're almost there. No, don't move yet because it's very sticky. I don't want your hair to stick to it until I give it a little powder. Here, move your head up like that. Yeah, that's nice. Now stay right there. You don't want to. Okay, move your head.
Disgusting.
Move your head
yet?
this way, and move your head that way. Yep, that looks good. Now let me blend the edges, and then we can paint it.
It's especially creepy because it has no blood.
It's creepy.
It's shattered. I'm sad.
Now,
Vampire. Blah, blah, blah.
put your head
late.
back there.
It smells like nail polish remover, like when my mom does her nails.
Close,
for
but
work.
it's a little different.
For me, I recognize the smell.
Like they use alcohol in hospitals, and they give you a
It
shot.
also smells like doctor's office.
That's it.
Nail polish remover in a doctor's office.
Now this will take on the wrinkles in her neck after a while. Like she has, everyone has. You know, even babies have wrinkles in their neck. I'm not saying you have old age wrinkles. Now there's one area here that's a problem here. It's a little, so what we do is we fill it in with a filler. But if it was for film, I'd probably do it. But since it's just for what we have today, I'll put blood over it and make it look like an injury. Blood's really good for that. It covers up all my mistakes. Now let's paint it. Let me see what you have for a...
is that?
This is alcohol makeup. And lift up your let's do a little red. Well, just a little red. Now, we're going to use the bright blood on this one since it's fresh.
It looks slightly rotted.
Because the irritation that we have, for example, let me see with there's all sorts of tricks to this trade.
How many vampire films have you done?
Films and Halloween, countless, because that's sort of like, hey, everyone wants to be a vampire.
Like actual movies.
Movies? I did one where he wasn't a vampire, but what he was is he drank the blood of goats. Yeah.
Yeah, only vampire bats do.
This would how it would look after a couple of weeks. This is when you'd be, oh, well, so what? I got bit. Now I'm a vampire. And bruising, especially if it grabs you and you have to really.
You have Mickey Mouse's head. Upside down.
Before I fill it in with blood, I'm just going to fill these in just for the fun of it. These are the big teeth ones. Have you been a vampire?
Nope.
Well, you're going to be one now, whether you like it or not.
When will this come off?
I'll take it off. You can't go home until you see me. I wouldn't let you go home with this. This would be like a scarred one, like after, you know, a year maybe. The hair, just put your head normal. And now we'll put some blood in it. Some fresh.
Title
Yeah, blood always makes it good. Oh, this one's solid. Let's use the other blood. Are you that strong?
Yeah.
You probably can, but I can't even get this one off. This is what I call thick blood. You see it?
Oh yeah.
Isn't it yummy?
That looks like roast jello, like fresh.
Yeah, I guess you could call it that.
Like when you buy jelly, but it's from this like rip-off brand that you get like the 99-cent store, and then it's past the expiration.
You guys should have your own reality TV show. This blood I use to make quick wounds. If the director comes up to me and says, yeah, okay, we need a bullet hole right now. And I says, oh, right this minute? And I can pull it out of my hat, so to speak. Can you see the first bite?
Yes.
Looks.
It looks hideously beautiful.
Oh yes, it is.
Now careful, this blood doesn't dry like hers dries. It will dry after a long period of time, but it will remain sticky.
Really.
All right. Now you're done. She can come back up again. So show everyone what a beautiful bite you have. She's been bitten. Blah, blah, blah. Now, let's get this hair out of your face, young lady. Let's do something on your arm, okay? Let's do this arm because you don't have your fine jewels on this one.
Which one are you doing?
Well, we're going to do like a zombie. I'm going to do like a zombie. From here down, we'll do a zombie hand, okay? Now, like I said, sometimes we only have a short time to do this. So let's say that I have like 20 people to do. After we get all the prosthetics on, then we have to do the body. And usually, if I'm too busy, I'll have somebody else do the body. And that would be like an assistant. Isn't this is going to give you a really nice color. And the brushes that I like, you know what a kabuki brush is?
Yes.
That's a kabuki brush. So then I take this and do this. Yikes!
I don't see how that's.
Now hold it up.
I don't see how that's a nice color.
It's beautiful.
It's like a minty rotting. Ugh, it smells like.
Apples.
Yeah, it smells like
It will dry very quickly.
Why does it smell like apple?
I don't. You have to ask the people who make it.
Oh yay! I'm getting my nails painted.
Finally.
And I'm gonna take a shower when I get home.
This you can take off at home with just with soap and water. Let me just get a little more. You're looking so healthy now.
Oh, look at my fingers.
Can you smell it from here? I don't particularly like the smell either, but I wish it would be smell less.
Look at my fingers.
I like that. You see that crack look? I like that. Now turn it like this. We'll just do this whole side. Now if I had to do a whole body, I could probably do this whole body like in 10 minutes.
Do it. I dare you.
No. You'd probably like it. I'm not going to do your palm. Here, turn it around the other way. Yeah, that's good.
Aren't you gonna do my palm?
No, normally we don't. And spread them. Yeah, that's it. That's good. And keep them tight like that because you see how they wrinkled like that? Because I'm going to start using an airbrush.
Ooh.
Ooh! And you see this look here? I don't know if this will show up, but if I'm using a second color, this is good for ghost.
Ghost. And then zombie.
And just wave it. It should dry very, very quickly. While it's drying,
It's already dry.
I'm going to airbrush it. This is my favorite color for zombies, and
Orange
it should be, it's almost dry. Now crack your fingers, let's see it. Yeah, that's cool. Yikes! Hey, put your hand up against your face. No, the other way like this, show them. Show them how beautiful your hands are. They're about to get even more beautiful.
It really does look like I bit you. You bit me?
This color I use all the time.
That's the color?
This is a thinner. And when I mix it,
That feels weird.
you see those bubbles in there? That's how I mix it.
Wait, can I see? I can't see.
Can you see it?
Oh yeah. Looks like blood.
It's pretty darn close, but not. I put this on it so I don't spill it on anyone. Now, just put this, yeah, leave it right there.
It smells so good.
This one smells different now. Now spread them like that and put it down like that.
No, I can feel it. You look so cool.
And do this,
Oh my.
do that, and lift up about right there. That's perfect. I'm gonna get your nails. You said you wanted your nails done.
I didn't know you'd actually do it.
Yeah.
Look at my hand.
Now relax this way. Let me see your thumb. Hang on, let me.
That looks awesome.
Now. Yeah, that's the whole idea.
Perfect.
Ooh. Now, put it down like that, just like that.
Cold. Cold.
What this does, it gives that, hang on,
I don't know.
all right. This one stinks too. I don't know what flavor they call.
Good.
You like this one better?
Mixed with the apple, it smells really good. It smells like apple and strawberry.
That one definitely, call it green apples. Now, and put your, just like, yeah, like that.
I know,
It's
right?
beautiful.
It's amazing. You could wear it on your wedding. No, thank you. It's cold.
I don't know why this is blue. Give me a minute. It's giving me,
Why is there a line? Oh, I see.
you see it?
Yeah. Look at my beautiful boob.
I'm just showing you different things. Now here's a thing that we call modeling, like this. Let me finish that one so it doesn't look so bad.
Yeah. Oh, that looks better.
And turn it that way? No, this way? Yeah. How about right there? Yeah.
Don't be jealous.
Now this is giving you that, what I call like a zombie modeled, they call it modeling.
It looks like all the veins.
Yeah, that's the idea.
A deer?
Idea. Now do this. Let's do, I kind of like that. Bring it back straight like that and put it down like that. Let me go a little more in here. Yeah.
Cold. Feels like only air.
And then what we can do now,
Are you gonna blend this in with the skin?
no. I could have gone up all the way, but since we're just getting, just have to imagine. Let's do some, and one other color here.
Well, my mom does fall for pretty much everything.
Does she?
Yeah.
It's going to be like, I don't know if this will show, but
Kinda does.
tie just a little, I can go darker. Let's go with this color here.
I'm loving the zombie look.
This is what we grunge, I'll call it grunge.
Grunge?
Grunge, yep.
Sounds like grub.
That's a
looks
little better.
Ooh,
And turn it like that, yep.
I want to spray someone with the airbrush. I should.
Hmm. No, that's not that wasn't in the contract. That wasn't in the contract. That should be dry in a minute. Now let's do a little. Let's do not this one. Let's do. Wait. I got all colors. I'm just trying to see what would look best. That's going to be sticky. I'm just going to put a little blood on your,
Nails?
yeah, well, around that area, just to give you a kind of an idea.
Okay.
I will use this one.
Who's getting the scratch thing?
put a little on the palette.
If you want, I can open the fresh blood one for you.
I think it's okay. This stuff is like super glue.
Blue?
Super glue.
Oh, glue.
So like your fingertips would be.
Why is that so flat? Yay! Okay, now that stuff looks freaky.
Well, it's like you just had supper, because you know
Yeah.
zombies,
Yeah,
they're kind of
looks
like.
exactly like that. Now that is freaky. I want to see.
Hey, you can put your hand down, just
Do agree.
and tell them you had your nails done at whatever that place is called.
I got my nails done at whatever that place is called.
Now, so that would be like pretend this isn't here, so then you get your zombie stuff on there. I think.
The airbrush again, yay!
I think this.
Now I can spray you with it.
No.
It's cold. Why is it so cold?
Now, let's see. I want. Can you take this off for a minute and close your eyes?
What do I put in?
You want to. Now close your eyes. You don't wear contacts, do you?
No.
Okay. Don't squint. Just relax, yeah? And you're going to feel this. You're going to feel that, okay?
That feels good.
And don't laugh. And we're going to. Well, I won't do your eye, but okay? This is how it feels on your face.
Okay, now it's cold.
Yeah? I'm just doing it like a bruise.
That feels cold and it feels good.
That's a simple bruise. Do you have the mirror?
I have no
I put it somewhere, didn't I? No, I've lost it.
Maybe it's you put it somewhere.
I don't know. Oh, here it is. It's so big. So you've been bruised. Here, you can still watch. I'll do a few more up here. You can even come on to the prosthetic. I know. Some people find it. Oh no, it tickles.
Okay, that thing you put on my face is creepy.
That is definitely creepy.
Oh, look at my hand.
Now,
Oh yeah, I like it. Blood, I just had supper. If I had supper, why is there no blood around my mouth? I am such a clean zombie.
is there such a thing as a? She can have her glasses back so she can see. The poor
can still
kid.
see.
Can you still see? Okay. I'm thinking of you poor kid.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I can see really well.
This is just a yellow color now.
It looks
I
like,
can work around it.
it looks like puss.
Yeah. Usually in bruises, as they heal, they turn a little yellow-ish.
Yeah. Ish. Why is that turning on and off?
Because it's filling up that little hopper in there with air, so it could be used. Okay. Now, ready for another one? Now we're going to apply. You could have a seat. We're going to have your friend come up. She's going to. Ooh. I melted this one with the alcohol. That's okay. So this is the silicone one, and I think we'll put it right here. How about you? You want it right? We'll do that.
Probably helps that my bangs are to the side.
A little of this here on the back.
That'll be fine. Now, This is another surgical adhesive we use. It's a different one. This dries in 2 seconds.
Have the thing. Have the mirror.
Oh yes, thanks for reminding me. How's your bite? Let me see. It's holding out. If it was really fresh, there would be blood dripping.
Blood dripping.
So I'm painting the glue on the back of this prosthetic. I let that dry for like seconds. This is an exit wound, but it could be anything. So lift your head up to look at me just while we get.
You kind of forgot something.
Oh, what did I forget?
Just the hair clips.
Oh, I always do. Those are the free gifts you get for coming today.
Oh. Well, thank you. Oh, wait.
They're 14 karat nothing. Oh no, she's jealous. Now, same thing, we take some alcohol. And this thing here, we call the flashing. We're going to melt it off. Can you hold that? Thank you. And then I take this. And we melt it off. This is applied a little differently than
The other ones.
Yep. Just keep your eyes closed. Almost got it off. It could be anything. It could be like a pimple.
Oh, yeah, like disgusting.
It could be. We throw the flashing away if it wants to be thrown away. Let me see. Glue the edges. And I take the back of my brush and I She's dreaming of what?
Who knows? She's Sonia.
She must. Is that your best friend over there?
Yeah.
I figured that. It's rotting. She did a real bad job popping her. I'd never let her pop one of your pimples ever again. Now, we'll use this, just fills in the edges. Not perfectly, but I think it's good to demonstrate it at least. We call this Bondo. Not the same stuff you use in your cars. Now, that takes a minute to dry. How's that feel? There's one problem there, but take the blow dryer. We're gonna blow dry it. Oops, sorry. Close your eyes. And guess what? Now it's time to. Do you want to? We can do a zombie. You want to do the top of your head like a zombie?
Sure.
Let's do that.
You got a bruise. Get an arm.
Yeah, I'll take them. I lose them all the time because I forget that it's in their hair. Normally, someone would just put them on my. Oh,
That's dangling.
that's a dangle on. Just close your eyes. I'm not going to put this near your eyes
It
because
really is cold. It does really smell like apples.
stinks, huh? It's
It
like
smells good. It smells really good.
I know, right? I still that
it could be like the pimple. Remember?
Blood on it.
Oh yeah, well definitely has to have blood on it. It's nothing without blood.
And I just start weird. You get into Halloween?
Mm-hmm. I like the house with the giant blow-up cat.
Is that in your neighborhood?
It's in Belmont. The street, all people on the street go all out, so it's so popular. On Halloween, the road gets closed off.
You know what color this is? It's rotted skin. And then we'll add a little green in there. We're being very demonstrated. Have you figured out what you're going to be for Halloween?
Yes.
A zombie?
You remember. And I put it down to 1. I told you.
Here, lift your head up just a little. Right, that's perfect, yeah.
This is cold. This is so cold.
Isn't it cold?
I know. It's freezing to death.
This is the day at the beauty salon. It's weird, isn't it, having that? Now look up there. So just imagine the whole face that way. I don't want to do the whole face, and she'll be here all night. Isn't she beautiful? Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
What's the airbrush do that's better than anything else? Like what is that tool good for? It's just more like a more even
The
application.
airbrush, it puts I can adjust the amount of paint. I can make it stronger. But this is a dual airbrush. So when I press it in, that's air. When I push it back, it puts the paint in. You probably see it there. Could you see it? Right there. So that will give me little paint or a lot of paint. Like I'll show you a lot of paint right here. I'll put one, hey, turn your head that way. Not too far so they can see. I mean, put this down. So this would be a lot.
Whoa.
But that
That looks good on you, Sora. That looks really good.
looks like you have a bad skin complexion. And then the little stuff would be like what I normally do, because that's good for like whatever. It looks like a burn, a cigarette burn. Yeah.
Oh, that looks good.
But then I can do really light.
Isn't it so cold? No, I think it's scar down there. Well, I guess I can say
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's beauty makeup. Now, let me see. So we need some blood in there, of course. Let's use this blood.
Vampire.
Yeah, that could go anywhere. You could be
I'm
a
a vampire in a massacre.
and a what?
In a massacre.
A massacre. We're going to use this jelly again. And look up just right there, just so I can see what I'm doing. Red always brings it together. I remember the famous American artist Norman Rockwell always says he puts a little red in every painting. So this is a little.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Now it needs
Full shot of everything.
needs a little. You don't want pimples, that's for sure. We're going to do a little splatter, this blood splatter. And this will be, I'll show you, same thing I was doing, but you'll see in one moment. Close your eyes. Keep them closed. Sorry, it will dry if it got in there a little. That's not doing the splatter that I want. I can do it another way with
An airbrush.
no, with the airbrush. We can do it with an airbrush, but this would be easier.
Wow, that's beautiful. Do you do proms?
Yeah, you're darn right. Like Carrie. That was good. Don't need that anymore. Now let me see. You can open up your eyes, sorry. All right. What's our time? It's good. 7:21. So we still have time to do. Okay, next, let's see what I can do. Sure, do you want to try something? Yeah, you want
These guys have had a good turn, so I feel like if someone else
Oh,
wants to try something, it's all
Let me do one little thing on you, okay? And then it won't take 5 seconds.
What are you gonna do?
It's just another one of these things with this here. See, now they see how much fun it is. Here, let's not cover up your beautiful wound. Let's do one of these. This is what I do in a pinch. Let's do the other side. We've been working on that side. So if we need an injury,
Oh, that's sticky.
yeah, and you don't want to touch this stuff because it's going to be very sticky.
It's cold.
And then I can do scratches. If I do this, and I go like this. You could do this at home with that blood you get at the Halloween store.
that's jelly.
Yeah, I think they call it scab, blood scab. And turn this way. It's like she had a problem with a cat. Why did you play with that cat?
I play with my cat every day, and he has
Yeah, I
never
have a-
done this to me.
No, mine hasn't too. Turn your head this way. Now don't touch that, just leave it alone
Why would I touch it?
because it will.
It's blood.
Okay, so take a look.
Oh my god, that's
Now here, let's, who wants to be,
both of them.
yeah, whoever wants it, come on up. Now make sure you don't get blood in your hair. It will come out of your, with warm water. This other stuff comes out with soap, but I'm gonna remove that prosthetic, okay?
I want my mom to see it.
Oh, of course, no. Oh, no, we're not gonna take it off now. We'll take it off afterwards. Have a seat. Let's do this one here. This is what I call zombie flesh. Let's see. We've got to get rid of your hair. We'll just shave it off. No. Where should we put this? Like that? We'll do it like this. See, it's like rotting flesh. So these are these transfers again. I'm going to put some glue on them. Where is my sponge? I'm putting the glue all over it. I use the light to see where's the glue at. Just another pretty girl. Now we're going to draw it. When that glue is clear, then we're ready to go. If it's too thick, it doesn't dry as quickly. The thinner, the better. Here, turn your head. Oh yeah, that way. Oh, you got it on both sides, so it doesn't matter. Those are some gory kids. And you say, "What did you do to your child?" You sound like me when I was a kid.
I want to keep this on to scare people.
My poor mother.
Take it off though before you go.
I have
It's too hard to get.
Yeah, I have to take off the prosthetics because it's hard to do it at home, and I have the right stuff here.
I can come back here tomorrow.
No, but I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be here.
Yeah, I'm not.
You think I want to sleep here? It's very nice, but I don't think I want to sleep here. That's okay. I'll be back tomorrow. Now I'll use this one. I know they'd like to go to the grocery market and scare people. All right. We're almost there. Does it still smell like apples? It does. It's really strong when you're applying it, that's for sure. And I think I want to go. Sticky stuff. What'd you say? Here's Johnny. Where did you see that from? I know what movie that came from. I saw that movie when I was a teenager. That's how old that movie is.
Oh, you look so good. That just looks so
That's
right.
just gorgeous.
That looks so right.
Don't you just like how she has horrible skin?
How
You have
dare
very
you?
nice skin.
It's better than mine. I really think you should do that, and then when people come, you say, "Here's Johnny."
Now just stay there until I can melt off the edges.
Okay, look at that. Look at that beauty. That is beautiful. I know.
That's beautiful.
I'm gonna cry.
You should be an actress. You should go to Hollywood.
I should not.
Not.
I actually want to go to Hollywood.
It's not all that.
Here's
Yeah.
Johnny.
A lot of weirdos are there.
Have that, and then they're like, "Here's Johnny." Hey.
Bloody mummy. Lift it. Yeah, right. That's perfect.
Here's Johnny. Like, here's Johnny. Can we try out the fresh blood to just get that oozing?
It's only colored. It's only a different color. A brighter color. Now, you can look at it now. Even touch it.
Oh, it feels so weird.
Doesn't it feel weird? It's definitely weird. Now, I'm going to do this a little differently. I'm going to darken these little craters. This would be a scar. You let me know if you want to breathe. Turn this way? Yeah.
I've heard you screech. I know only one person
Makes it look like a bad case of, turn to the big camera.
So like an allergic reaction.
Yeah,
So ratty.
like some kind of disease.
It looks like severe hives.
I'm allergic to school. Yeah. Let me add a little more. Some red. They'll want to take you. They'll take you to the hospital is what they want to do. Just close your eyes. Let's do a little blood. Whoop. And we'll put your head back like that. Feels like skin, doesn't it? Like an M&M? Looks pretty bad, I'd say. Pretty good bad. Now let me see. Let's try the black one in there. I'm going to add a little black. So that would make it look like a burn. Well, that's actually, a tad bit of burnt. Are you ready? I think you're finished.
You are nice. And you're gonna be
Let's see. But this, I don't think we'll have time to put this big one on because it's a little complicated. I thought I would have. Here, you, be gentle with it. You can. What this is, it's for. You could use it for that. You could use it for the head.
Like I want it right here.
Yeah, oh, be my guest. Have a seat.
Oh, it feels so right. I feel like it should go right here. It feels like.
Now let's see.
On me, it would go here.
Yeah, it could go anywhere. When I make those, I make sure I can use them for anything. Now, let's see. I'm thinking. I think I have a smaller one of these. Turn your head that way. No, I'll use something else. It's a little too big. Oh, I've got a good idea. Let's do this. I'll take it. Yeah, we can put it in the pizza box. People think there's pizza in there. Now, so tell me what kind of cut we should do now, because I'm going to make it right on her face.
Looks like a mustache.
Can I get group activity? What should we make on her face? What kind of cut? We had like a gunshot. We've had what?
Vampire.
No, we've already done the vampire.
Flesh.
You want to do how about a slice? I haven't done a slice yet.
Oh, do it like a slice where it's like halving opening.
What's this?
Like it's like opening to the flesh. Like where the flesh.
They're really trying to ruin you.
It looks like there's a pepper on that Easter.
It's a little burnt is what it is. If I made her look really burnt, I would put real dark black. What it is, it's soft, isn't it? It's like, so you see this? See this? This is another skin. I'm going to mix two parts together and we're going to put it on her skin and it will cure. I mix B and A together.
A and B, mister.
Whichever comes first.
A.
Haven't you gone to school?
A long time ago. I don't remember. Yeah, that's not a good excuse, is it?
Oh, you used hot glue on this.
Hot glue? No.
No, we're looking at your molds here.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to
No.
Yeah, why would you do that?
You'd be a very bad person.
Oh, yeah, that was
That,
so much.
when I sculpt it, what that is, it's so when I pour that silicone in the mold, that glue is to make sure it doesn't leak.
Are you sure this isn't a mustache?
No, that one? No.
Yeah.
That one I glued on her, right? She's got that one glued on her.
No, this
No, the other one. I think this one was sort of under the eye.
That's right. It could go either or. It could go above the eyes. You know, for old, I could make you look like you're 90 years old, I guess.
Oh, like you could do it right here and be like,
Now,
I grow mustaches everywhere.
we have so I'm going to mix these two together. I only have 5 minutes to do this. So we're going to do a long cut. How's that? I think that's pretty good. Now we're going to put this right on her head. Look that way. We're going to do this. So we're actually making the prosthetic on her face instead of making it in my shop.
Oh no, she's gonna be at a dehydrator and
No, we won't have to dehydrate her or put her in the freezer. No. You're too funny. You should have your own talk show. And look that way. And as this dries, I mold it into what we want it to look like. And keep looking this way. How about a scar? Let's do a scar.
Yeah, scar.
This would be a gnarly scar.
Gnarly. Very, very gnarly.
So how did this scar happen? You tell me.
Werewolf. Car infection. Werewolf.
A what?
Werewolf. I don't know. Werewolf. You should know.
Like a werewolf scratch.
Werecat.
That would be it, yeah.
Werewolf. Lilia. Oh wait. I know my nails are so, but that didn't you have to make it wait. Wait, I have an idea. I have an idea.
That's starting to dry. I'll take some more alcohol and blend these edges. And this cures when it's on the skin because the skin gets hot. But then I can shape it
So hot it can dehydrate it and freeze it?
all on its own. What this is the same stuff that's in those prosthetics on your head. That's cured. This is not cured. You can look at it. Now to make it cure faster, we use the good old I want to use look that way.
Werewolf.
I'm just going to put some what I call texture.
I know what texture is.
You guys are good sports for. These are quick prosthetics. Sometimes takes me, like tomorrow I'm doing a burn all over this woman's face and her neck. It's going to take about 3 hours. She's a witch that gets burned. Ah! So,
Does she just sit there while you do it, or does she like try and read? Or
well, she's an actress. She's used to that kind of. I've worked with her before, and I made her an old woman for like 2 weeks. She's only in her 40s, but you said diva?
What is that?
I'll put one of these in your hair
Okay, no, it's not bad.
so it doesn't stick in there. Got it. That'll work. It's almost there. If it's cold outside, it will never cure. Sometimes I work outside, so I always say, like, in 2 weeks we're going to be doing this Frankenstein thing in Rhode Island, and he wanted me to do the makeup outside, and I says, in 2 weeks it's going to be kind of cold, I think, you know, close to Halloween and all that, so we're going to be working inside a heated barn with the cows.
Yeah, I love the smell.
Yeah, they'll smell. They'll smell. Yum yum. You do love the smell of cows.
Yeah, and I'm a vampire.
You like the smell of blood.
See that? Why'd you bite yourself? I want to eat your scar. I want to blow up that thing.
So now I'm powdering it.
Oh, it's dry. I did it myself.
Smile.
Going the other way.
Look at that. Ew. Smile real hard. See the little wrinkles there? I'll accent those wrinkles.
It needs to be bloody.
No, it's a scar. So we're saying a scar means it would be, it's an old injury.
Tell us a scary story about how you got that scar.
Can I tell you a scary story?
So have you,
Can I tell
She
you?
said she likes to tell scary stories.
Can I tell you a scary story? Can I tell you a scary story? Here, Johnny. That would be hilarious.
Close your eyes for a minute. Ooh. Here it comes.
Really cold, by the way. Isn't it cold? Isn't it cold? Really cold.
No, don't move. Don't move yet because I'm drawing the lines inside your scar.
It starts and then it gets colder. Yeah. Oh, I like that on her.
Turn a little more that way. That's cool. It's weird, huh? See, we can make it a bigger scar than what it is. Yeah. Here, look at your scar. You can touch it.
Huh?
Here, touch it. Doesn't it feel weird?
Yeah, it's weird.
It dries almost instantly. Let me do a little on here. Don't laugh. I know it tickles.
Saying that, it just makes me want to laugh more.
I say, no, don't laugh.
Don't worry, after it's all over, you can laugh. Oh my god. Doesn't it look normal? No, not.
Okay,
It's like you're saying at the
you're done.
so you turn to like your mom. My turn.
Now, wait, I think that's it. Let me take, I want to take pictures and then I have to take off the prosthetic. And instead, when you get home, you just tell your mother use soap.
Okay.
Huh?
Yes.
But I definitely have to take, let me
Do
get,
you have to take this off?
I'll take,
Want to get on the stage?
yeah, I want to definitely take those off because they're very hard to get off and I don't want you to have them on you for a week. No, that's just water. Hot water will do that. You guys, you're a bunch of actors. Let me get a picture of your scar since you're still here. You didn't run off like the others. Yeah, let me see. Smile? because it makes the scar look even more three-dimensional. Smile again real hard. Yay! Hey, come up where the light is. It's nice light. This is great for taking film and. Oh! That's pretty gnarly. And that looks nice. Wait, don't go away. Turn this way. Turn your head a little that way, just like that. Or turn more. Keep going. I see it decreased there. I would have to do a touch up there. All right. There's one more. Let's see yours. Put your hair back.
It looks like someone took my
Slide.
Zoe.
Here, stand up here. The light's much better.
I know, right?
A little closer. And this way. Yeah. Lighting's everything. Touch it. Touch them. Have you touched them? It's definitely fleshy.
Yeah, it is.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh,
Wait, Ma. Let's do like a
let me move your hair. Let me see your
Let's do like
scratch.
picture face smile.
Yay! Don't look so happy.
Picture day.
Remember, be an actress. This is a terrible thing that's happened to you. Turn your head this way towards me. Now the other way. Now look traumatic. Look. Just like that. Do that again. Like that. That's it. Yeah. Now look at me. Just with your eyes only. That's it. Whammo. Yeah, that looks tasty.
Wait, picture face.
Let's get a picture of everyone with Scott
Hey, a group
Yeah.
picture. What do you want to
on our
see?
acting chops and go after him like zombies.
I'll keep my
Yeah.
Frankenstein
Your
gloves on.
creations. You guys stand right next to him.
It's not that thick, but you feel it on your face, don't you?
Like zombie faces.
Get closer. You tell me where you.
Can I see your?
But I'll show all your injuries.
Show off your.
Like this. We just should have shaved you bald. Yeah. Hey, show.
1, 2, 3. Okay, how about one with zombie faces? 1, 2.
Okay, I'm going to get that off your face first. It takes like maybe 3 minutes. It might hurt. I only use a saw. Just kidding.
Oh, where do I put that?
I'll take that. You can watch me take it off
Okay, I just need
because it's kind of gross. People went, oh, that's so gross. So remember, this will be, you go home, you have that liquid soap that your mom uses in the sink?
It looks so much
That will
better
work.
that you smudged it. Thank
That's hot water that takes that one off.
you. And then just
I just want you to make sure you don't keep this on for another week.
Oh, don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
My,
They'll be calling me at home. Oh, jeez.
No, seriously, she would wear that to school tomorrow.
yeah.
If it wasn't sad.
I need that.
Miss you. Look so funny.
I don't need this. Let me get a brush to.
I'm sending him on this picture.
I'm gonna pop a pimple. Okay.
That one shows up
Oh,
really.
My pimple won't pop.
Mine did.
no. I think it will.
I shall never forgive you for it.
Ever and ever.
Do it. The hair salon did.
Okay, here we go. Now, what I do is I have to find where it begins. And I work on the edge.
I'll miss you, prosthetic.
You see it peeling off? Like it's your.
Cold. So cold.
Oh,
Oh no, a big chunk of flesh is coming off. It looks so gross.
no! Oh! Here, I'll make a pocket and we can fool around with it. Have fun.
Just gonna comes
It's gross coming off. It's like I'm doing surgery. I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV. How about that?
Oh, that looks so gross.
It's alive.
It's alive! I'm almost there.
Oh my god. Ah.
Yuck.
I know, right?
There it is.
Okay, that looks disgusting.
Yeah. And it goes right there. I don't want it back.
Oily.
And then we do this around that edge.
Tickles.
You get a candy afterward if you're a good girl.
I got 2 candies before, so yeah.
I shouldn't.
She's not impressed.
But I like the scratch side. Ugh, it feels so gross. Hey, they're over there now.
They're getting.
Candy?
They're eating cookies.
Oh, cookies. And candy.
They're reaping the rewards of.
Okay, that tastes disgusting. Just so you know.
Yeah. Oh, don't taste it.
You know what that smells like? Alcohol.
That's it.
Yep.
I'm gonna get this off here
No,
too.
no.
Yeah, I have to because it won't come off with soap.
Oh.
It's designed. I know. We'll leave that on, okay? That will come off
Oh, a piece of you.
because your family will be looking for me. Where does that Scott live?
Oh, I know where he lives.
In Palmer. Whoever that is.
Who is that?
Almost. One more.
One more?
So the other stuff you can.
Get off my side.
Yep. Okay. Next.
I have a mark.
Oh wait. I know what that is. I see it. I didn't see that before because it's. What was that?
There was tons of powder stuff. What is that?
Now, if you find any glue left on you, oh, I see there is more. Hang on. It was blended in so good that I couldn't see it. But if you have alcohol at home,
I have.
most people do.
I have tons.
That will take any glue that's left.
I have this big bottle of it.
Okay, just
Well, my dad does.
yeah. Make sure your parents. They knew you were coming here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
don't
good.
worry. My mom brought me here.
Okay.
When
Wait.
I looked at you in here, I was like,
I'm going to give you one other thing, just each to get. Oh, maybe I don't have it with me. I have some other makeup wipes. Yeah. Here, do this to get that oily slick off your. Use that.
me?
Okay. She's next. She has 2 of them on, so she's gonna.
I'm gonna take them off.
I'm gonna take longer.
Pocket on her gunshot. I miss you chair that you said had tons of famous butts in it.
Now it has yours. Let's do the neck one first.
Trash can. Oh, here it is.
Right over there. So long, vampire. Normally these stay on all day. And the longer these stay on, the harder they are to get off.
Oh, that's nasty.
You see it?
I just barely see. Lilia, it's nasty.
Okay, that is nasty. Oh! Okay, that is revolting. That is revolting.
But it smells good.
No, it does not.
It should smell bad, but it doesn't.
Does it hurt? That is revolting. No, it doesn't
No,
hurt.
it does
just
not. It doesn't hurt. It just
looks like it just feels.
Have a big blister.
It just feels like a tiny bit of like small, tiny hairs getting ripped.
That's is that all it is?
Yeah, like that's
Ah, I know. That's funny.
And there was like a giant blister under there, like blood. Blood.
There a scene where he cuts.
This is a pretty big one.
I forgot how stylish my nails were.
That's very cool.
It looked like it's real. It looked like he's taking off her skin.
And when it's off, it's even more revolting.
You mean when it's just a piece of flesh, huh?
Wait, can I just show it? I'm gonna show it. Can I show it around after it's off?
You mean take this with you? You mean this piece?
Home?
Home?
I
Not
don't-
home.
Oh, good. Because if you put that in our slime,
I don't know. You gotta be careful. This won't look the same. Trust me. It's sticky too. I don't have a. If you have a bag to put it in,
you can take it home gladly. Oh,
but you can't reuse it. Oops, sorry.
yeah, I know. Oh, go. The inside looks really gross.
Yeah,
wanna show your brother or
my chick off like this. And then,
Wait, show mom. Wait, we
it's
have
gonna
to
be
show
look so
mom and
weird.
dad the pictures.
Oh yeah. At least you have the pictures. That's what it's all about.
It's gonna look so weird. Like there's a big round middle inside of all the makeup that's around that
Wait.
thing.
That's the real her.
I want. Wait, I want to show my mom like this before it gets off, but like this.
Well, no, you can't go home like that. It has to come off though.
I know. Right here.
But if you can, I don't have the plastic bags I have here. I need them to put the other stuff in. But if you find something, you have a cup. Maybe you can put it in a cup. But remember, it's sticky. You don't
I have
even want to
literally
touch
like
it.
tons of plastic bags at my house.
I'm gonna put it over. Where's the cup?
I don't know.
Here, watch yourself there.
The outer rim.
Sorry about that.
This is the.
Oh, by the way, the
Yeah.
microphone did not work at all.
Oh, it didn't?
No,
Really?
I did not hear a difference.
No, it's not for you. It's for
Oh.
our cameraman there.
Oh.
He hears it. Yeah, I know what you were thinking.
Yeah.
Thinking, you thought it was going to be like, wow, like the big auditorium thing.
Okay, that looks.
I know, that's a fleshy thing. Simply gorgeous. Now let me work on this one here.
Like tons of makeup with a big hole in the middle. It's really taking it home, yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'll put it in there. This way you can touch it through the. You can touch it through the bag.
You can like stick it, see through.
Yeah, you could do that. I
A
see.
nice souvenir.
A nice souvenir. Yay.
Wait,
A-
what if that?
A disgusting souvenir.
Wouldn't it be really be really putrid if this wasn't actually a makeup tutorial, but we actually got the same stuff?
That would be so painful.
I know.
Like you'd have to get a gunshot.
Here, lean
in
your head that way,
Sylvia.
yep.
I'd have to get bitten by a vampire, and I have to be zombified.
I'd have to be scratched
All
up on
that
my
for
hand, zombified.
Yeah, you'd have to get.
get a scratch from. I don't know why. It's just a mark, so it wouldn't hurt. Anyway, is that also because it's like red bumps in the neck?
Hang on there. Then we'll work on your.
Other one.
Yeah.
First cleanup.
It's a basic cleanup, but
My dad's skin
When you
is
get
peeling
home-
a little.
yeah, use some soap and water.
I know. I'm gonna take a shower when I get home.
You'll find a little, okay, now let's work on the,
Putridness.
now the paint, that's on. All right, let's go.
Like my whole family.
Now we want to start up here. I look for the seam.
My whole family is not American, except me and my brother. So we're pretty much not Americans. Which grade? I'm in fourth. Next year I'm going to 10th grade. Okay. Oh yeah, so next year I'm going to 10th grade.
Here it comes. See it? You'll see the edge
Oh.
coming up.
It's beautiful.
It's going to have another hole in your head.
Lilia, look. Oh,
Wait, let
the
me see.
gorgeousness. It's gorgeous.
God!
It's so gorgeous. You're crying.
It's disgusting, but
It's
it's
gorgeous.
less disgusting than that. Oh my god! It's revolting!
It's revolting!
It's revolting! I'm gonna die.
I'll put that in your bag too, I guess. Ew.
It's off.
Let me get the.
Oh, look
Oh,
at
it looks
Lilia. Look at it now.
Oh, where is it?
You don't touch it though, because it's really. You don't want that stuff on your
But
hand.
look how gross it looks.
It looks worse there than
It
it
looks like
did
puss.
on her face, huh?
It looks like puss or something. Wait, come.
So this here, you get off with soap.
That's beautiful. I was joking. Where the other one? You're more
Watch it, guys.
Where's the
There.
other one? Where's the vampire thing?
That's the vampire one.
Which one? Oh,
In the cup.
We're gonna put it in a bag.
can't she wash that off with soap and
Yeah, like same thing you can do. You can do that at home.
It'll look really weird. Can I?
Okay. Next.
Miracle.
It's a miracle. Oh wait. Wait. Let me.
You have a
You want? I'm gonna put your.
I know.
Here, take your wounds.
It looks really
How do you?
cute.
Before I.
I'm gonna put this in a bag. Yeah, I can put this in a bag and scare my brother to death.
like you throw it at him.
Hey,
Can I keep it?
sure you can. But keep it in the bag. Don't.
Yeah.
Here, seal it up. I can't with my.
Oh my god!
Here,
Throw
if you,
the bag
you
at
can wipe off any stuff that with this if you feel any glue on you. All right. Now, where shall we start? To find out where. I think it's up here. And look for the edge. This one's on there pretty good. Looks like you're gonna have to keep it on for a couple of weeks.
She wanted.
Yeah, this is a big one.
Yeah.
And they stick differently to different people. I can tell this one's on pretty good, yep. It's chemistry. See, once I get the edge up, then I work underneath it. Yeah, almost there, yeah. Yeah, we're in. Yeah. Now it's gonna even look worse. That looks terrible.
Yeah, Zoe, I don't know if you're going to be able to get that stuff.
It's coming.
Yeah.
We're in. It's the big. Yours is the
Zoe,
biggest
does
one.
It hurt?
Does it hurt?
No.
No, it just feels like a little.
Like
The
when you were
brush.
putting it?
Did you feel it? It didn't hurt, did it?
No, it didn't hurt. It was feeling weird.
It does feel weird, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
normal,
It's
right?
just when you're touching it. But
Because it's like a new piece of skin on your face.
what
Yours
is
might
that?
not survive enough, but you can.
What is that kind of thing?
The what?
What is that?
That's called silicone. This is made of different stuff, but that's a silicone. But that's like yours was because we made it on your face.
Thank you so much. Oh my god.
Did you win the Academy Award?
No.
Hey guys, have a nice Halloween. It was fun going you out.
I wish.
Remember soap and this hot water on that one, okay? Not cold water, hot water. Not burning hot water, but have a nice one, guys.
Yeah, I like that one. I'm watching on
That looks like all pussy in there.
Zoe, yours looks so weird. I mean, weird. I'm not kidding. pas du film. Sur la liste de tous les films.
So are you from France?
Yeah.
My mother's family were French Canadians. There's quite a few Quebec French in New England.
Do you speak French?
I wish my grandmother did. Yeah, I remember my grandmother coming to our house with her sisters, and they all spoke French to each other. My mother never learned, so they didn't pass it on. I can read a little because I've done the family history on our side. It goes back to France. We're talking like in the 1400s. They came to Quebec probably in the mid 1500s. Yeah,
But on the other one, the neck
very, very early.
vampire bat.
What's that?
Like he was taking her.
What'd you say? I heard the opposite. What do you think? Isn't Parisian French? Some people say, can you understand someone from Quebec?
Yes.
It's a different dialect. Is it a little different?
Some vocabulary is different, but most
But
of
you
them
can
we-
figure it out, right?
Yes. That sounds like old French.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
Maybe that's because they settled up there, you know, when they did, and that stuck around all these years.
So we're trying to not say that.
But they came to the U.S. in 1881, I think, into Lowell
Okay.
to work at the
To the walk to the mill.
yeah they worked lace mills, and my great grandfather was a wood turner. I'm not quite sure, but I know the other family they made clothes and fabric. Yeah,
Yes, fabric. Yes.
yeah. This is not going to save very well, you know, because it looks.
Chloe, I wonder how you're going to keep this.
Oh my god, it's so weird.
This looks like a gum.
Yeah, it does look like gum. Ew. If you do want it, could you do me a favor? Open that bag for me.
Sure.
Because if I open it, I'm going to get stuff. Yeah, open it, and then we'll just put the remains inside the bag and seal it. Hurry up, seal it. It's going to stink the place up. No. Yeah, it makes you want to go have some candy after you leave here.
What?
Makes you want to have candy.
Sure.
I read a story about a girl that was always eating the same gum and was putting
sorry.
the gum behind her ear and then took it back. Oh my god. She's like it's smooth.
Kind of smushed in.
There's some right there.
This one's pretty big. But when I used like a bird
What would this one be? The like arched ones?
That goes in the nose bridge up here for a zombie. It goes up here to make them look like that they're rotting.
Yep.
That's exactly what that is.
Huh, I think we have two small nose ones.
When did you realize that you wanted
This one, the big
to
one.
make up on people?
Oh, when I was about maybe 13.
And when did you want it to do it?
13. But then I started doing stuff with my friends, and I've been doing it all of my life for one thing or another. I've taken breaks from it, but I must like it so much I go back to it. I'm crazy. So if you feel any glue at home, a little alcohol, so use this. I can see some there, but you can wipe your face with that.
Well,
Yeah, you can, yeah. I'll hold it for you. Try it. You see how it comes off?
She had the same bracelet as me. And that's gold, and they cut it.
Oh, nice.
Let me put a little more
Oh, because they couldn't get it off.
stuff on there.
Yeah, it was little stuff like so tight.
This helps.
And
I told her to put
On the other arm.
yes. I said,
no,
you
actually,
maybe one
it
day
feels like
Yeah.
it
we'll
feels
happen the
weird.
same.
It feels weird.
Yeah, but knowing that she put it on the other one and that's the arm she put.
Are you ready? While she's doing that, I can do this from here.
But I think the most
Yours is
important
gonna be
your-
easier.
your bark, your
Because there's no glue on
Yes,
this one.
Yes.
Brace your fall.
It's coming up. Doesn't hurt, right? A little. Hey, you can turn around so they can
And how
watch.
do you learn? Did you learn?
Well, I learned it changes all the time, like anything.
Okay.
But I learned, I started sculpting when I was a kid, and then when I moved to LA, I started making molds, and then I do life casts to people's faces too. Like when we're doing a whole mask, we'll take a life cast. So we do that. But like this stuff is new, maybe 10 years.
Okay.
It's before that we just used like latex. But latex is good for some things, but not. It's cheap. This stuff's pretty expensive, but it looks so real. It's
Yeah,
really easy
yes,
to
yes.
apply. And this would last probably the whole night, what she had on her face. Because this one is different because I didn't use any glue. It was made its own glue. It's like being a chemist. You have to know like you can't mix latex with this because it won't cure.
Okay.
They fight each other.
So are there ones that you have to continually put on throughout the day when you do like a movie?
Yeah, well, they'd be good for the day. So if that, sure you can.
Oh, mine's look
There's
better
another
than
bag.
yours.
Here, open up your bag. Well, yours because open up a bag. We'll put it in there. This disgusting thing they want to say, but
This is not.
okay.
Someday you'll find it
Put it in there. Okay, yeah.
in our room somewhere.
Wait, let me see. I want to see if I. You go. What is this? What is this?
I'm going to show Dad when he's going to come back.
But sometimes, they'll change a scene. So this, I'm going to be using this one in a couple of weeks, but he wants it to be put into a rib, like a rib is popping out. So first we're going to have the rib popped out, and then the rib is pushed back in, and then we're going to sew it up. But he's going to have the guy sew it up, like he's sewing it up himself. So that will be cool. That's pretty gross, but
And that one will do all three. We'll work
I can do that, yeah.
to keep.
See how thick it is here? When I glue it onto the actor, then the bone is only about that big. We'll have it just sitting in there, and they'll film that. And then they'll cut, and then I'll put a few stitches in, but we'll pretend like the actor's actually doing it himself. Because the scene is that he's out in the woods, and he broke it, and he has to fix it himself. Wait, see another one right there.
So do you create this?
Yeah, I sculpt it.
Oh, you sculpt.
Yeah,
Okay.
sculpt it first, then make the mold, then make the appliance.
Okay.
But you see that plastic? See, this is silicone, but this is all plastic that it's encased in.
Okay.
And that's what sticks it to the skin.
Yeah.
This will stay much longer than what was on your daughter's face. That would probably stay maybe 3 hours at the most. And if her own heat would take it out. Now that one, they'll stay on for 2 days. Use this to wipe your face, okay? Yeah, see, there's the sculpts, and there's the molds,
Yes.
right?
Oh, yes.
This is a silicone mold.
Are those
So you did all
Yeah.
things.
This clay, this particular, I use all different clays. This clay is we call monster clay.
Monster clay.
It's new, but normally I use what's called wed clay, and it's Walter Elias Disney. And Walt Disney created this clay with his team back in the 50s for all the animatronics, like when they're sculpting them. they needed a clay that they could work with, so he talked to the clay company and they invented it, and we use it still today. I use it because it's cheap. If I'm doing something really big, I can do it very quickly. This is pretty hard. You see how hard that is? But you can melt that. You can melt it to a liquid and pour it right back into there.
Yes, great.
And these will last 100 years, so I can reuse these
For all goods.
100 different ways. Did you get most of it? Yeah, you did pretty good. You should be a clean-up makeup artist. Now let me clean my mess up. It's a messy job, this whole thing. If you like messes, you'll like doing makeup. Oh, I hope you had a good time, guys.
Oh, yeah.
For it being a... For me? I don't know what to say. Haven't I said plenty? So thanks.
Say the end. This is the end.
This is the end, and thanks very much for coming out, folks. I'm glad you all waited till the very end of the show. Hi, there's my mom in the back row. Hi, Mom. Anyhow, thanks. It's been fun, guys.